Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I am here to do my February TBR. So I have given myself a pretty ambitious TBR for February. February is going to be a very busy month, mostly with work and school, but I have a few other things here and there that are going on. So I could have a really great reading month or could be having a terrible reading month. I will keep you guys posted in my vlogs every week. But yeah, I have like 7 or 8 books to talk about today, so without further ado, I'm going to jump right in and get started. I'm going to start off with the book that I am currently reading. I am currently reading Stranger the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I am 180 pages or so into this, and I have been reading this for about a month now. I started it during the biannual bibliothon, which I'll go ahead and link my TBR video in the cards for you guys. I am having a very love-hate relationship with this book so far. I really like the writing style and I enjoy the characters for the most part, but the plot to me just makes no sense. There really isn't a plot at all. If you guys aren't familiar with this book, it is a YA fantasy book. It's the first book in a duology and it follows 2 storylines. The first one of those is Lazarus Strange. He is a librarian and he's always been fascinated with this city called Weep, and one day visitors from Weep come to his town to bring the people who are the best of their kind to that city to kind of find out about what happened to it because it lost its name, and it takes off from there. And there is a second storyline I'm not going to talk about because it would kind of spoil the entire book for itself. But yeah, like I said, the writing style is really beautiful. I don't typically reach for the flowery writing style. It just never works for me in the end. But it is really working in this book. It feels like a fairy tale almost. But again, there is literally no plot. The storylines haven't even crossed yet. I am really hoping that this will pick up and I will enjoy it in the end. But I don't know. I really do want to give this book a good chance. I don't want to DNF it, but we'll see what happens. Alright, now I'm going to move on to the review books that I would like to read this month. And I have 5 of them this month. And some of them came out in January, one is coming out in February, and the other one is coming out in March. So I'm going to start off with the January releases, so they have already come out at this point in time. The first one of those is Last Woman Standing by Amy Gentry. This came out on January 15th, so not that long ago. It is an adult psychological thriller, and it follows 2 main characters. One of them has recently been sexually assaulted, and she teams up with a friend that she meets at a bar one night who has also had similar experiences to that in the past, and they decide to team up and basically kill their assailants, I guess you could say. And yeah, I don't normally reach for psychological thrillers, as most of you guys know, but I am trying to get more into them, so I think this one will be really interesting. And again, it is in stores right now if you guys are interested in picking it up. Other January release I have on my TBR came out on like January 5th, I want to say, and is the Red Address book by Sophia Lundberg. And this is a adult literary fiction, which is also very out of my comfort zone, and it follows a older woman who is in her early 90s, I want to say, and she is living in Sweden. And she has this address book that she's always kept all throughout her life, that she's written the names of everybody she's ever met in it. And her granddaughter discovers this and kind of wants to look into her grandmother's past. So that is what this book is about. It isn't very long. It's less than 300 pages. I feel like I could fly through this, so I'm looking forward to reading this. So I made a mistake, and I actually do have 2 February releases. This first one comes out on February 5th, and it is Break the Bodies, Haunt the Bones, and this is by Micah Dean Hicks. This is a adult horror novel, which is, again, a lot of these books are out of my comfort zone, and I honestly don't know hardly anything about it. It follows a girl with ghosts following her. That's basically all I get from the synopsis. Again, this isn't very long. It comes out in just a couple of days, so hopefully I can get to this in time. Another February release I have to read this month is Kingdom Coldest by Brittany Chanel. This comes out on February 14th, and this is a YA fantasy book that follows a princess who is in a marriage, and on the day of her wedding there is an assassination attempt on her life, and she is basically on the run. And that is the basic plot of this. I love this cover. Really pretty with the cherry blossom design on it. Looking forward to reading this. This is sounds like something I really need right now because I am in a reading slump, and maybe this will get me out of it. The last arc that I have to read this month is called The Stranger Diaries, and this is by Ellie Griffiths, and this comes out on March 5th of 2019. This is another psychological thriller, and I honestly know nothing about this one, and that's basically how I'm going to go in. I have seen a few other people getting arcs of this from the publisher, so I maybe will look at their reviews and see how they feel, and hopefully I will feel the same. And the next book is Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is a reread for me. I read this in 2016 when I read the entire Throne of Glass series for the first time. I'll go ahead and link my review of that in the cards for you guys, but it has been almost 3 years since I read it, and I honestly remember very minor details of what happened to this book. I am currently rereading the series because I want to finish it this year. I only have 2 more books after this. I have Tower of Dawn and then Kingdom of Ash. So yeah, this is over 700 pages long. So this would probably take me an entire month to read, but I am really eager to get to this. I love Throne of Glass. I think it's amazing. So yeah, hopefully I can get to this. The next 2 books I have to talk about are 2 books that go together. They are the first 2 books in a series, and that is The Cruel Prince as well as The Wicked King, both by Holly Black. This is books 1 and 2 in the Heir of Folk series. I read The Cruel Prince last year. I enjoyed it for the most part. It was not my favorite book ever, but I did enjoy it, and The Wicked King came out at the very beginning of January. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, and yeah, I am really eager to reread The Cruel Prince because I cannot remember anything that happened in it except for the ending for the life of me. So I am, yeah, really looking forward to reading these. I don't know how I'll feel about The Wicked King. I really do hope I love it. I've been hearing fantastic things about it so far since it was released. So we shall see. And the final book before I get into my TBR jar pick is the chapter by chapter book club book of the month for the month of February 2019, and that is Empress of All Seasons by Amiko Jean. This was actually on my TBR for the biannual Bibliothon back in January. I just never got around to reading it, so we are reading it in February as part of my book club. The link is down below to the Goodreads group if you guys would like to join us. But this is another YA fantasy book, and it follows a world where there is this competition themed around 4 rooms that are all themed around seasons of the year, and there is basically everybody can enter except for one specific group of shifter kind of people. And yeah, our main character is one of those people who cannot enter the competition, and she enters anyways. So that is our pick of the month. This is actually going to be our 1-year anniversary of chapter by chapter, so thank you to everybody who has joined the Goodreads group. I can't believe that it has been a whole entire year, and again, the link is down below if you guys would like to join us. I think I am going to do a live show at the end of February. I haven't fully decided. I will keep you guys posted in my vlogs, but yeah, looking forward to reading those, and the link again is down below. Now it is finally time to pick the last book that I'm going to put on my TBR, and that is my TBR jar pick for February. So if you guys haven't seen me do this before, basically I pick one title of the books on my TBR shelf right over there every month, and I try to read that by the end. Obviously it's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm gonna go ahead and shake this up, pull one slip out, and I'll show you guys what that book is. I'm shaking up pretty good, and I'm gonna pull a slip out. I picked this one right here. I think I might already know what it is. And that is The Summer Everything Changed by Hartley Chamberlain. So I'll go ahead and pick that up, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here is the book I picked for my TBR jar, The Summer Everything Changed by Holly Chamberlain. This is adult chick lit, I guess you could call it. It follows a main character who is living in Boston, and there's a lot of major changes going in her life, like her husband's affair, and she kind of puts off romance for a while, then she meets a boy, and I think you guys can figure it out from there. So this is really appropriate for this month because I am going to be doing Contemporary-thon, which is the second week in February, so I'll have a separate TBR for that, but I definitely think I might be reading this during that week because it's perfect. It's, you know, adult chick lit, so yeah, might be getting to this that week. And yeah, that is it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to big thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you guys plan on reading this month, as I would love to know. And as always, all my social media links are linked down below for you guys to check out if you would like to follow me on any of those. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!